Hey y'all, welcome to Simply Blossoming Tarot. I'm Gigi and this is my channel, as most of y'all know. If this is your first time here, welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. So yesterday I actually did a codependency video. I haven't uploaded it because I went and I looked back and it was late at night and I looked like it was late at night. Okay, so I was like, ooh, I don't know. Okay. But I thought about it yesterday. I wanted to do a Venus and Aries, just little astro video, astro dive, because oh my God. When I tell you the love department, especially if you are an Aries, a Cancer, a Taurus, a Libra. Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah, all those signs. Aries, Cancer, Taurus, Libra. Yeah, that's about it. Y'all may be having a lot of upheaval in your relationships, and it's because of Venus and Aries, and it is because of Mars and Cancer. All right, so very funny, the two feminine energies that are within the planetary system, Venus and Cancer is connected to the moon. So the moon and Venus are like having it out. This is the energy of like your mama is upset, okay? Your wife got you in the doghouse. You know what I mean? And it's like you can't really understand. You can't really understand what's going on. The feelings and the emotions are all over the place. And you just kind of feel like, you know what? I'm just going to back away. I'm just going to take my time. And I feel like I wanted to do this video because if you are a Cancer, okay, if you have loud Cancer placements, Cancer Venus, Cancer Moon, Cancer Sun, especially Cancer Sun. If you have, I want to say more so Libra. So yeah, Aries, but more so like Taurus, Libra too. But I don't know. I feel like this is really impacting Cancers. And it's also impacting the fourth house, which Cancer rules, which is like the home environment, where you are staying, where you are living, where you come from, what your foundation has been, right? A lot of different dynamics are here at play. And just one second, because I've been dating my Lord. I love studying the degrees in astrology because it gets more detailed. All right, so Venus is in Aries at the 10th degree. So we're gonna see what that is. Because each degree actually has almost like a poem that goes with it, or like a little detail of what it represents. So just off the rip, the 10th degree or 10 in general talks about completions. So this Venus and Aries is bringing in a lot of completions and a lot of ending of karmic cycles and things of that nature. And it may cause upheaval, okay? But I had to do this. I was like, oh my God. So it is a Capricorn degree, which is crazy because Capricorn is about career achievements, obstacles, hardships, delays, being mature. It's a very mature degree. It's a very mature energy. It's an energy. Capricorn is all about structure, okay? My Venus is in Capricorn. I have a lot of planets in Capricorn, so I be telling people, oh, you know, I come off very like innocent and cute and very Aquarian and almost like a little Piscean, like a little mysticy or whatever. But I will hand you your whole ass on a platter, okay? If need be. Capricorns, we just don't play, and we have the some don't. A lot of Capricorns have to learn how to practice self-discipline. As a Capricorn and an Aquarius, I am rewarded for discipline. So when I am doing the right thing, when I'm very disciplined, when I'm focused, I get rewards. Things become a little easier or a lot easier for me. And so some Capricorns who are in that energy and Aquariuses who are in that energy, they may have a very, very tough time in life because they are undisciplined. Just period. It's even worse for us, okay? But this is about being mature. It's about hardships. It's about getting the wisdom from going through life experiences and going through hardships. It's about the security consciousness. Do you have a lack mentality? Do you have an abundant mentality? It's about authority figures and reputation, and it's really just about maturing. So Venus and Aries at the 10th degree, and the 10th degree is ruled by Capricorn. What's going to happen is a lot of relationships that have codependent dynamics are going to break down. All right. 9 times out of 10 relationships that have codependent dynamics, they have communication issues. Okay. They have issues with being on the same page. They have issues with delving out responsibility. This is your responsibility. This is my responsibility. Codependency tends to lean on one person and breaks down the other person, and it's just it's an imbalance. Okay, or they're doing something together that is toxic, that holds them together, and then they're bringing both, like, each other down. Okay, but this could be a lesson around being solid within oneself, being able to be in a relationship with having interdependence. Okay, I can be here, I can show up, I can be in this relationship, but I can also be able to take care of myself independently. Okay. That 10th degree may be bringing obstacles, but these obstacles are to mature a person, to get them to be more solid and stable within themselves, whether that's their own confidence, whether that is their own finances, their own mental health, all these things. Capricorn does not play. Okay. And Capricorn teaches you how to do the hard work. If you are afraid of work, go the other way when it comes to Capricorn. Okay. So also I would warn against, this is not eclipse energy. I always warn against like love spells and things like that. But because Venus is in the sign of Aries, I would chill out. Okay, on the attraction spells, I could see attraction spells, love spells, kind of going awry, or even trying to manifest a specific person or manifest. I don't believe in any of that, but I'm just giving people warning because a lot of people in the spiritual community believe in these things, but it is going to go left. Okay, Aries is an energy that you cannot control. Mars is an energy that you cannot control. So what can happen is you do something, and actually what happens is that the person that you're trying to do something with or whatever, they can either become very pissed, very violent, or very, just want to use the proper words, but very like sexually heightened to the point to where it becomes not pleasurable, if that makes sense. So use your better judgment, but it's not the time. It's not the time. Or you're doing it on somebody and they're in a relationship or whatever, the person that they're dealing with coming straight for your head. Like, I'm telling you, this is not the energy to be. I don't believe in doing any of that. But this ain't the energy to be doing so for people who are like baby in spirituality and they feel like they want to be doing this and lighting candles and all this stuff. It's not going to work out. You're not going to be able to hold your own. You're not going to be able to get yourself out of a situation. And everything that you do, you owe. So just know that, So I don't play with that. Either way it goes, like, if you want a relationship with somebody, you need to learn how to stop taking shortcuts, and need to learn how to develop communication skills, need to learn how to be open your heart to intimacy and things of that nature, to be mature enough to be able to, heal things and fix things or whatever. And if you're dealing with a person who does not show up for you, you can't do anything. Okay, you can't do anything. Not a candle isn't going to fix that or anything. So now, Venus rules like money, attraction, love, art, wealth. Right now is actually a really good time. It's funny because I'm back on my workouts and stuff, but now is a really good time to take care of your body and use like more high impact workouts and things of that nature. Utilize your body and your workout regimen to basically heal anger and things of that nature. But this energy can bring a very competitive energy in business deals. So watch out for that. I can only imagine. Also, erratic energy with Aries. I can only imagine what the stock market is doing and what that looks like. So be careful when it comes to your business deals and the money that you have going on. Something might kind of go, like, you need patience, okay? You need patience in whatever's going on. And that actually kind of resonates with me for a little bit, just a little bit. Um, so great time to use your expression when it comes to passion and anger, whether that's writing a poem, creating a song, or whatever it is, just getting that out. But also be aware of like the energy that you put out and how that affects people. Competition in love is a thing. Competition in love is a thing with Venus and Aries. Aries is all about competition, but they're also all about independence. I really, really think that this transit is more so going to teach people how to stand on their own too when it comes to relationships, because with the 10th degree being in Capricorn, Aries kind of reminds me of Aquarius's and how we think of independence. We don't want anybody who seems like they're having insecurities and they're acting all clingy and all these things, like they're not solid within themselves. Aries is okay. Like they are okay with being alone. They are not going to self-sacrifice. Aries is attracted to independent partners, okay, where you can be here but you also got your shit together. And Aquarius is the same, kind of the same way. But there is competition in love, but the problem is that whoever does not do the work is not going to get the reward. I don't care if you think, folks lighting candles and manifesting and praying for one specific person or whatever. This transit is calling people to do the work. Aries is that energy of action. They're very action driven. You do the action. 10th degree of Capricorn, you do the work. You do the work and you get the results. So all this competition in love and all these things, what's happened is the person who does the work is the one who reaps the reward. Okay. Also, conflict in the home could be a theme here with Venus and Aries. Conflict with your mother, especially with Aries and Cancers or feminine energies within your life. For some, it kind of could be at the workplace a little bit, like little bit, like 3%, not a lot. There can also be there can also be topics of discussion about sex drive, and if a partner is being satisfied enough, and partners needing to take action of Aries action, energies of caring, Cancer energy, also the theme of, or the topic of being home and doing your responsibilities at home. Are you showing up as the masculine, Mars energy? Are you showing up as the feminine, Cancer energy, Venus energy? This is literally, y'all, this is literally Venus versus Mars. So this is also about attaining balance within these roles or within these energies, and also attaining balance within oneself, the masculine of self and the feminine of self, and bringing that into play here. But there is something along the lines of like codependent dynamics and that phasing out. Okay. Gaining or needing independence in romantic dynamics, huge. Okay, huge. Now, I'm also seeing that there could be situations where with Venus and Cancer. So Venus, and I tell Taurus is this mainly, Libras have a more balanced, logical idea. And because they're air sign, they respect space. So Libras are less prone to get used for money. Tauruses get used, okay? And it's weird. I feel like Tauruses also can have love relationships that are more transactional, like because Tauruses have money. They always have money. It depends, but a lot of Tauruses mainly work a lot. Some of them are the opposite. Some of them are very lazy and like to stay at home and all that. But all of them love staying at home, and they love that factor of family and coziness and all of that. But a lot of them do very well with money. That's something that is very first nature to them, or second nature to them, whatever you want to call it. So Venus in Cancer is this energy that one side of the relationship can be somebody who is abundant and very like loving and very caring and warm, that Cancer energy, that feminine energy. And then you have the other energy that is more like dependent on that. This is bringing equality within relationships, because Mars and Aries, and you do have to watch that, because a lot of Cancers, I'm just going to be quite honest, a lot of Cancers, even though they're the mothering energy, they act like babies. They are the ones who need to be mothered. They crave safety. They don't want to get out of their comfort zone. So life can move very, very slow for them. They take it too easy on themselves. Yeah, it's about comfort, being very protective of self, and these things can actually become like self-sabotaging factors when it comes to needing to grow, mature, expand your life and all of that. And you can miss out on a lot of opportunities because you're like, oh, well, this is home, and being stubborn and fighting for shit in the past that you're clinging to, instead of opening up to new things that's uncomfortable, you know. So this is about bringing in balance. Like, there's an energy, the Venus energy that's always giving and loving and wealth and all of these things. It's like that energy is closing off. So that's why Venus and Aries they're kind of having it out, okay? Because they're like, you need to work on your independence. You know what I'm saying? That's the vibe. Venus is the energy of giving and giving and giving. It's the planet of wealth. Aries is the energy of like, okay, the bank is closed, okay? Aries energy is very independent, all right? Very active also, but very argumentative and things like that. So that's what I'm saying. But really, this is about bringing balance into relationship dynamics, okay? You cannot sit up underneath somebody and them giving and giving and giving. At some point, you're going to have to take action in your love life. At some point, you're going to have to take action in your health. At some point, you're going to have to take action in your finances. At some point, you're going to have to take action in your confidence. People don't want to hear these things, right? People don't want to hear these things. People take the truth as negative, but it is what it is. When there is not a proper balance in relationships, they end. So for me, my thing is take truth, apply it, focus on yourself, do whatever it is that you have to do. Because if you love someone, if you love a relationship, you want to keep it together, you're going to do everything in your power to do so. So if it is doing the work, 10th degree, Venus and Aries at the 10th degree, if you're not doing the work, why are you expecting the reward? Okay? Why are you expecting the reward? 10th degree, this is about being mature. So, and also, Aries first, that's that first house energy, and Aries is connected to the child. A lot of times, it's there's so much, I guess you could say, like synastry or connectivity within these placements of Venus and Aries, but then also Cancer, Mars and Cancer, because Cancer is the mother, Aries is the child. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like there are dynamics within relationships right now where somebody is the mother and somebody is the child, and everything is becoming heads up, because that's not what a relationship is. Okay, a relationship is Mars stands, masculine stands, Venus stands. So if there is a problem, literally, Emperor and Empress, if you are not the Empress, removed. If you are not the Emperor, removed, okay? And I would say that the reason why this transit is happening on a universal scale is because that God, Holy Spirit, the universe, whatever you want to call it, is putting certain purposes and putting certain responsibilities on relationships that need to get done when it comes to a higher octave, right? Like the things that we can't see. Meaning that the universe is putting people together who are more of power couples, who can create something, who they could be a light to others. They can take care of the children that they are producing. They can create these solid foundations. You know what I'm saying? They can inspire love. So this is really breaking down that energy with that Aries vibe of just like, childishness. It would be like in the reverse. Childishness, immaturity, you know. Even emotional maturity or emotional immaturity is being brought out to the surface, because this is an energy of, you're going to have to be able to have emotional intelligence and emotional responsibility when it comes to dealing with your partner, or even like your mother. Again, mother and child dynamics can be being kind of brought to the surface now, but it's about how can you manage your anger. Mars. Also, another thing, sex drive. How can you manage your passion? How can you manage your lust within a partnership? Okay. Now, these are the healing aspects that can be coming up. Now, I have a homegirl who's a Taurus and her husband is an Aries. And even though there are a lot of breakups happening, there are a lot of proposals happening. There are a lot of pregnancies happening. So this is a beautiful transit for those who can do the work. For those who have the emotional capacity and the emotional maturity to be able to show up and do the work. If you do the work, again, Capricorn too, with the 10th degree, is related to family. Venus is related to family. Capricorn is a masculine energy. It connects to the father. That's what I'm saying. Some people could be becoming fathers. Some people could be maturing to the energy of fatherhood, to the energy of being a husband. And if not, these are the lessons that are happening along the way. These are the growing pains that are happening along the way. Same thing. People who are wanting to be mothers, people who are wanting to, be married, be wives, and all these things. All of these issues are coming to the forefront. Are you ready or are you not? Right? And it's not about kicking and screaming. It's not about acting immature. It's not about hollering and screaming. It's about doing the work. That's it. And that's what the universe respects. That's what God respects. Discipline and doing the work and showing up in truth and being able to hold yourself accountable when things are going left or right, whether it's your communication or whether it's the discipline or whether you're not holding your side of the bargain or whatever it is, you know. All right, putting love into action is another one. Needing to learn how to take action. Okay, because Mars, that's what I'm saying. This could go in a very positive way. Like I was saying about my homegirl, she got proposed to. Her dude is an Aries, but there's like a synastry there because her planet is she's a Taurus, so Venus is ruled by that, and it's in his sign of Aries. So for them, it balanced out. For them, it gave him this energy of feeling at home, energy, that cozy energy, that sensuality, that magnetism. And with Aries being in her sign, they kind of understand, like, oh, I understand where she's coming from. Like, their energy is like in a little love bubble, and it works. It absolutely works. Some people, and then that can become very passionate love making, being very attentive to their person. A lot of Aries, they are very attentive to those that they love. Okay, they show up. They do the way that they show their action. The way that they show their love is by way of action. I'm going to show it to you. I'm not just going to tell you and say these things. I'm going to show it. Okay, so that's that. Now, also, be careful, because if you're meeting someone new or whatever, it could be like a quick burnout, like a fleeting passion. Aries energy. Aries have to, as the zodiac sign of Aries, they have to watch out for burnout, because they get like all this fire, and then it could just like fizzle out, right? And then all this fire, and then like fizzle out. So, and that kind of reminds me of like thyroid problem. Not a doctor, but it kind of reminds me of that, or metabolism issues. And Venus also is connected to health, so let's not just love it up, you know. Yeah. A lot of quick passions can come together and then, you know, fleet off, whatever. What else? Inner turmoil about being Cancer. Okay, inner turmoil, I think I kind of talked about that. About being a mother, having kids, being a father, having kids. That being a forefront of conversations in relationships at this time. Going back and forth, trying to come to a conclusion. Now, also, crazy enough, when I like originally was doing this last night, the song by Common Testify popped in my head, and I was like, ooh, okay, because that's a bit much. Cancers can be very, very vindictive, and like when they're scorned. Aries is the same way. Okay, just please, please, please use your spiritual discernment. Keep your prayer life going. Remove yourself from any volatile situations. Okay, because that song would Testify by Common. If you look at the video, it's a woman basically lying and making her husband take the rap for something that she did. So there could, and again, Venus versus Mars. Okay. So there can be, Aries is the energy and Mars is the energy of fighting, of war, you know. Mars is the planet and the god of war. So there can be a lot of very harsh relationship dynamics where it feels like war. Okay. So just be careful with, again, Aries needing to watch your anger. And I would even bring Capricorns into this, because with that 10th degree being ruled by them, Capricorns, a lot of times they have a problem with anger issues. Whatever this is could end up affecting Venus, could end up affecting someone's wealth, someone's luxury, someone's health, their ability to attract things in their life, and also with Aries, like their freedom, their independence, their ability to self-start, their ability to do whatever it is that they want to do. So watch out with this anger issue, this anger, going to war, wanting to get your lick back, being petty and all that. If you have somebody that you're dealing with like that, leave their ass in the fucking dust, okay? Because the thing is that they're not a partner, they're a liability. You always, as an Aquarius, I'm telling you, like how I was kind of saying about Libras, like Libras don't get used for their money because they look at things in a more logical and neutral way. Tauruses can get comfortable and stuck with like, oh, this person is around or whatever, and you just getting used or whatever, because they have wealth or whatever, or because they provide a life of luxury. Is that Taurus energy, and it's because it comes to them naturally because they are connected to that planet of Venus, right? They love like very classic beauty, like very almost like that Aphrodite energy. It's just very, like that. So anyway, and again, they don't mind paying for that. Like they don't mind paying for wellness treatments and wellness rituals and all of that. Like they will pay somebody just because they adore, like just because, you know how you go and that you have to watch it because that becomes objectifying. Like if somebody liked a painting, like Tauruses are very much so, they kind of remind me of like Florence. Like Florence, when they were going back and forth with the Catholics trying to like take over and everything, but Florence was always a city and a town that was full of like sex and admiration and art and music and parties and enjoying themselves. That all that is very like Taurus energy, very Venus energy. I like to have a good time. I like to look good having a good time, and I like to look at things that look good while having a good time and while eating the best and while all of that. And then that's why a lot of Tauruses, they have weight issues. They have addiction issues. They could possibly be dealing with like sexually transmitted things, whatever. I'm sorry, but it is what it is. They love sensuality, and that could become a thing for them. But even though Libras love art, they can design, they can be architects, they can be painters, they can be whatever. They also can go into the energy of law and philosophy. All these things, they have more of like a business sense. They have more, they're not just gonna, it's kind of like the dealer who don't get high off their own supply, like a Taurus who get high off their own supply. I hate to say that, because they love the feeling, and it's the wine, and it's the this, and it's the that. Libras, they aren't like that. So even though Libra is ruled by Venus, it has air-esque energy. It is more logical. Taurus is not. They are more earthly. And all the signs, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, all of them are of earth element, and they are more prone to addiction. They are more, I'm going through the whole zodiac. They are more prone to being stuck in a place. They are more prone to being stuck in earthly traditions, buying into traditional religious type things. This is what your life should look like, playing the part and all these things. A lot of them are more prone to have materialistic addictions. They are more prone to gambling addictions. They are more prone to being stuck in bondage and binded to things of the earth. Okay? Sex, people, that's things of the earth. Materialism, things of workaholic, things of the earth. Being a workaholic is something that is that exists only in this plane. All right? Coming from a more spiritual aspect, it just doesn't, it's not, okay? That's an earthly thing. So, I'm trying to figure out where the hell was I going with that. Anyway, that was a lot. I forgot where I was going with that. Now, March 1st, Venus goes retrograde until April 12th. So when it goes retrograde, I feel that it might help a little bit, and it may feel like, okay, well, we just had a little spat, and we're going back to the comfort of the dynamics that we've had. It's not as fired up, right? But I wouldn't take that. I wouldn't take that route. This is bringing in like a lot of splits and a lot of breakups and everything, and rightfully so. Okay, because the Empress got to be Empress, and the Emperor got to be the Emperor. And if you're not that, you got to get the fuck out the spot. It's just what it is. It is what it is. There is no shortcuts in this life. And if you are not prepared to show up for a person, the person that you love, you're not, if you can't show up, you just got to go. And that's just this energy. Okay. You got to figure out your own independence. Aries, first house. What do you believe? Who are you? What do you like to wear? Like, what do you like to eat? What is your self-philosophy? What do you believe is real for you? What do you believe is true for you? Like that Aries energy. What hobbies do you like? Well, how do you, it's about time you get started on your life. It's about time that you get started on like your path for you. And that plays into a part of making you a better wife, a better husband, a better mother, a better father. And these life experiences, 10th house. Like, I mean, oh, wait, is that 10th house? Actually, yeah, that is 10th house. The 10th degree, 10th house, all that is related to Capricorn. So, it's time to do the work. That's just what it is. It's written in the stars. It's time to do the work. If you can't do the work, get the fuck out the spot. Okay. What else did I want to say about this? Okay, Mars and Cancer. Flipping switches. All right. Cancer is connected to the 4th house. All right. There could be some things going on in real estate. There can be some things going on when it comes to moving homes or something with homes. Also, with Aries and Mars, Mars is basically like the god of fire. Cancer is connected to the 4th house. There are some, and I'm telling y'all, I really probably need to be leaning more onto the astrology side. But I can look at certain transits and be like, oh, something is going on within nature. Like, I can read, I don't know, natural astrology. I don't know. Even Cancer being connected to the moon, things that are going on within the sky space right now. Cancer and Mars fighting over, literally, that is what Elon is doing right now. Fighting over airspace, fighting over the moon. Who's going to get to the moon first? Who's going to, there's so many different ways that you could look at this. And I love it. But, okay. And also, Elon is a Cancer. Crazy. So, 4th house is connected to home, family, background, your comfort, all of these things. So, when Mars is coming through, Mars is going to take that comfort away. I'm telling y'all, I really believe that Cancers may be going through it right now. But this is what Cancers have been needing, because Mars is a planet of action. So Cancer is like sitting and they're like chilling on the beach, and they're just like, oh, I'm chilling at home. And all of a sudden a big fire breaks out. And they're like, oh my God, I can't be on the beach with my shells, and I can't be like at home comforting, like cooking my food and all this stuff. And it's because like the universe is like, you need to get your ass going. You are too comfortable right now. And not only, I'm just saying that with Cancer, because that's a sign, but this could be in any situation. This could be anybody, doesn't have to just be Cancer, but home is great. Home is really great. I always tell people that in order for you to really expand and become a more deeper person, a more educated person, you need to travel. You need to see how other people are living. You need to learn different societal norms and all of that. When you stay at home, you don't really go nowhere. Like, I mean, that literally sounds like I just said the same thing, but it really is. That becomes I call it fishbowl mentality. Now, I come from a place where there are small towns right around me. So, and it's funny, I went back and I watched the video and I sounded like so country. At that time, I had a tongue ring in my mouth, and oh my God, I sounded like mush mouth. Like, I was like, what in the hell? Like, why did you even do that? Like, what the fuck, right? But just saying that, have y'all ever watched American Honey with Shia LaBeouf? Like, that's the vibe, okay? And it's funny because I kind of gave that vibe, like little small town, like girl from Texas, and just watch American Honey and y'all see what I'm saying. Like, it's like, I don't want to say podunk, but it's podunk, but that wasn't me. But because I was in such proximity of like small towns, country towns, had friends from there or whatever, I kind of gave that. Like, I used to wear like trucker hats and shit. Trucker hats, wife beaters, and cutoff shorts. Like, I can't make it up, but I've grown and I've evolved. But the thing is that this Mars energy, it's putting fire, it's putting heat, it's putting force up under folks' ass who are sitting in this comforting energy of this Cancer vibe. Cancers are really getting it. I really hate to say, Cancers who are not on their shit, okay, are really getting it. And it is something connected to the fourth house. Like, you don't have to do, like, it's time for Cancers to move to another state. It's time for Cancers to get out of whatever it is that they keep doing over and over and over and over again. It's time for Cancers to take responsibility. It's time for Cancers to, whether it's be the mother, be the father, be the whatever. If not, this Aries Mars energy, I'm telling you, Mars, the god of war, is not the god that you want to be beefed up with. And all of this is fair. It's fair because everybody within the universe, all the signs, they go through their fair share of karmic lessons. And it is just Cancer's time. Okay? And it is what it is. Mars and Cancer, Aries, Venus and Venus and Aries. It's a very interesting time. Now, I do think that we have to watch out for dynamics with violence towards women in some sort of way, or something like that. Like, just toxic masculinity versus women, or feminine energy. Having that Venus versus Mars, the battle of the sexes vibe. So again, Mars is the planet of action, energy, motivation. Cancer is about being at home and being domestic and emotional security and all of that. Also, Cancers may feel very protective at this time to like protect their loved ones, but they have to watch out for hypersensitivity. A great time to tidy up the home, to put action into your home. Aries, okay? Aries and that energy, Mars and Cancer. So fix things at home, which is very funny because like I always tell people, let the moon waves wash over you, meaning that where the moon is, where the stars is, where the planets are, you're naturally affected. People who don't even believe in astrology are affected, even though they don't believe it, whatever. These energies will just naturally play out. And that's why I like to have astro knowledge, because if I was a Cancer right now, I would really be working on my emotional intelligence and trying to hold it down, right? Even with dealing with like my mother, Venus, Cancer energy, right? Being very patient, not giving to the lower vibrations of what Aries energy can be, not giving into the lower vibrations of what Cancer energy can be, right? Very codependent, stuck, all these things. So that, and again, Cancer energy is connected to the moon. Again, comfort, digestion, listen to your intuition. Some people could be fighting their intuition. This is just a lot of emotions, learning how to self-soothe. It's a lot that's going on with these placements, okay? So just take it how it resonates for you and how you feel that this energy can apply to your life in a positive way. And that's always the vibe, okay? It's never like, oh, we're going to scare the hell out of everybody. It's never that. That's never the intention, but the intention to stay educated on what is going on so you know how to move a little bit better, okay? So let's just get a card for look, perseverance. Yeah. All right, let's see. A card for Venus and Aries. Venus and Aries. And again, perseverance at 10th degree, that's about doing the work. When you persevere, you're putting in the work, okay? Venus and Aries. Environment. Aries does rule, like, the plants and everything. Teaching and learning. Teaching and learning about the environment. Being taught a lesson that is connected to the environment. What you have soaked in as, like, the product of your environment connecting to Cancer, it being the home, what you were taught, teaching and learning in the home, Now let's see the Mars and Cancer energy. Mars and Cancer. Karmic completions are coming about from this Mars and Cancer energy. I'm telling you, this is really phasing out certain dynamics and teaching patience. Patience is a virtue, okay? Especially with that Aries energy, patience is a virtue. My grandpa used to always tell me, girl, you got the patience of Job. And I'll be like, Lord, I'm not sure. Job's story was something else, okay? All right, just overall advice, Holy Spirit, for the collective. Timid. Timid, unwise. Oh, shoot. Thankful. Serene and cautious. Okay, serene. I'm also getting this vibe of, like, leave people alone. Leave people alone. Leave people alone, because the people who seem timid and serene, all right? People who are timid and serene, be cautious to be unwise with them at this time, okay? And it says thankful. Just be thankful. Focus on what you have going on, and move forward, okay? And then proud is at the bottom of the deck. Leave that how old people say, leave well enough alone. Some people are going to be going over to folks, screwing folks who do nothing but mind their business, and and they go with this Aries energy, this combustible energy, this Mars energy, the people who seem so sweet and so caring, and they do the things that make people feel at home and have the energy of warmth and all of that. It's not the time. Somebody may pop out, somebody may buck that you never saw it coming. You didn't know that they had that side to them. Clean it up, okay? So yeah, a good time to do what? Clean it up, do the work. You want it, work for it, right? People who sitting on their behinds, time for a nap. Again, Cancer's connected to the moon, moon is connected to sleep, all of that. It's time to do the work. It's time to pick up the broom. Why are we sitting around? Why are we expecting other people to do it for us, right? And having dynamics that come into play, right? Not for you. What's for you and what's not for you. If you don't do the work, if you're sleeping on something, then guess what? It's not yours. It's not for you. So TikTok is saying it's time. It's time to get up. It's time to do the work. You know? All right, let's see. Can you give me specific details? Holy Spirit. Just for the collective that's watching. I'm seeing a fire sign, a person of fire, Sagittarius, Leo, Aries. Oh my God, my nails look so bad. I'm so sorry. Oh, person of earth, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. Convertible, having many options. Somebody needs to know that they have many options. Emptiness, moving on. An ending meets a new beginning. And you know, emptiness syndrome does talk about how I was saying Aries is the child dynamic, Cancer is the mother dynamic. So that could be something. And then taking a gamble. Having an olive branch happen. Taking an olive branch around an important decision with this gavel energy. Again, somebody could be trying to make amends with someone so that they don't involve legal issues or whatever. Someone is just trying to like keep the peace, or this is what they're. This is a specific situation that I'm just putting up. You know, someone is trying to make a decision around trying to take a gamble. Because I'm telling you, if you are not doing the work, just take a gamble energy. And again, that's fire energy, Sagittarius energy. If you see it at the top, what other fire energy we got? Aries energy, shield, protecting, right? Protective energy, right? So people who normally don't get the urge to do things compulsive or to take a leap of faith or whatever, with this Aries energy, they're going to do it. This is in the energy of the home, okay? Venus. But also Venus could talk about finances. The person of earth coming out, this person could be a manager, a business owner, somebody who's in the banking, somebody who's a CEO, somebody who is connected to money or, you know, working or whatever. So with shield and cabin, somebody feels alone. Someone feels alone. Hold on. Someone feels like they've been quarantined off. Someone feels like they have not been included. So they are looking at the fine print. They are trying to make a decision. Okay? But I'm also seeing that somebody is protected by like unwanted energies, like whatever. Somebody could be on guard. Somebody could be very on guard, and somebody is feeling very lonely. Okay, the thing is, or somebody could be shutting down or whatever. And here's the thing: this transit ain't no joke. Exactly, this transit ain't no joke, because you will look up brokenhearted. You will look up in heartbreak. You will look up going through a breakup, because somebody here with the whale, they need more. They need community, okay? They need support. They need something, right? And so if you are in a relationship and this person is expecting it to get it in your energy and you're not getting that, okay, then what's the next step? Yeah, so somebody is worried with worry beads. Somebody's anxious. Somebody can also feel bored, like time is just passing by. They're just like, I'm just wasting time. I'm just... I'm here, I'm off, off by myself or whatever. Yep. Black Widow, betrayal, warning, twisted, web of control, unexpected attack, all of this. So, I'm telling you, some of y'all are dealing with people who, because there's a breakup or a loss or whatever, now they're trying to aim at you. Again, I told you, Venus versus Mars. So just watch out, okay? Just watch out. So you have a relationship or whatever, like a dynamic here. And then you have hardship, misfortune, adversity within situations, okay? But then you have someone, and this is Leo energy, fire energy, who's in the energy of boldness. That's what I'm saying. There's dynamics here where people are like, I'm not sitting in comfortability anymore. I'm not sitting in this anymore. Aries gives people the energy of action. Even with Aries and Venus and Aries, things that are attractive to them, things that are alluring to them, things that are beautiful to them, that's where they are headed or going. So, and you got physical activity. Look, you got physical activity, which could possibly be like sexual energy, you know? So that is what I have for y'all. I just want to talk about this because the way that a lot of relationships, marriages, a lot is going on with this Aries. Aries is an energy that is a lot. And then you just got to stay prayed up and everything because Aries is also a violent sign. When the moon is in Aries, a lot of like car wrecks and accidents happen. A lot of violent things happen. So you just have to always stay prayed up and use your discernment. Okay, use your discernment. Cancer, Mars. Use your discernment. That intuitive energy that Cancers have. That something may be coming toward you, Aries, that is got a little too much heat on it, right? It could be anger issues, could be doing the most or whatever. So, yeah. But the thing is that with that 10th degree in Capricorn rules the government. Capricorn rules restriction, like literal jail, prison, and all that stuff. These people who are stepping out of line, these people who are cutting up and acting up, these people who want to be violent, the people who want to be putting their hands on folks and starting arguments and starting drama, they will be dealt with this 10th degree. The universe is taking the trash out. This is about maturity, okay? This is about showing up and doing the work. And if you cannot, it does not matter. It don't matter how hard you're trying to manifest somebody. It don't matter how hard you're trying to use sex and your body and all this stuff to get somebody there. It doesn't matter how you're using all of these tricks and these tools and all this stuff to get people there. You cannot lie. You cannot trick the universe. The universe operates in love and truth. So either you are who you say you are or you not. It don't matter if you trying to create some drama or they trying to create drama or kicking up shit and trying to whatever. It don't matter. Whatever you do, what you reap is what you sow. Okay? So a lot of times, and again, don't mess with the timid one. Don't mess with the quiet one. Or don't mess with the loving one, the giving one. That Cancer energy. Don't mess with the mother energy. Don't mess with the mother cub. Don't mess with their baby. Don't mess with their child. Because this Aries energy is coming. So for some, things might be shaky, but the result is, and that's what I'm saying, stay disciplined. Don't let anybody trigger you. Don't let anybody piss you off. Don't let anybody take you out of your character. You let the folks who are emotionally immature and lack emotional intelligence, you let them hang their damn self to where you don't have to deal with them anymore. All right. We're in the energy of maturity, honey. We're in the energy of being all that we can be. Okay. We in the energy of being very solid. We in the energy of making positive decisions for ourselves and creating solid foundations. And if you ain't about that, get the fuck out the spot. That's what I say, you know, get on out. This is about, are you really who you say you are? Okay. Pluto and Aquarius is that. Aquarius is we're people who we are exactly who we say we are. We are not trying to put on no mask. We're not trying to put on no front. We're going to tell you the truth. And we're going to be that light. We're going to be that light and we're going to operate in the energy of integrity. So Pluto and Aquarius is this energy of like, Pluto is the energy of death, dying, and endings and all these things, major upheavals and transitions and transformations. If you are not who you say you are, you will not stand for a very long time. Not in this planetary age that we're in, not in this planetary energy. Cancer and Mars. Mars is that energy. Pluto, again, god of war. And, well, Pluto is very, very deep energy. Pluto is a power planet. So either one, you don't want to mess with the energy where people, so Aquarians right now are connected to Pluto energy, which is like, oh, it's a lot, right? So don't mess with nobody in a position of power. Okay, in a sense of doing it the right way, because Aquarius is going to do it the right way. They are who they say they are. We just are who we say we are with Aquarius energy, and we have the ability to tap into that power, right? So all these folks who aren't doing the work, they aren't showing up, they want these titles, they want these positions, they want these spots, they want to take these shortcuts. Oh well. Oh well. Aries is the child, Cancer is the mother. A lot of folks getting ready to get schooled, okay? For real. A lot of people about to get schooled. And with that 10 degree in Capricorn, the government structures is not getting ready to play with folks. Okay. But that is all that I have for you. I'm sending you love and light. That was a lot.